Hi, I'm the Gadget Guru Andy Parr, and in case you missed part 1 of this video, click right here. This is where Ted and I go out and we fly our copters, and we're comparing the differences of the video between the Yuneec Q500 4K and Ted's Phantom 3 Professional. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to flip-flop copters, and for the first time he's going to fly a Q and I'm going to fly the P3. So stay tuned, because that starts now right here on the Gadget Guru. Okay, Ted, so here's what we're going to do, and I tell you, instead of both of us going up simultaneously, let's do it one at a time. I'm going to go in and walk through with you. Here's how we start the Yuneec, and let's have a conversation. Tell me how this is different than what you do. We have a fresh battery in here. Okay, we're just going to turn this on. Now, what you're going to wait for, I know you can't see it over there. You're going to hear this thing give kind of an Android tone. We just saw the Yuneec, logo come up. So that's our rangefinder using for distances. Now when you hear that, and here's an important point about the Qs, and I assume this is the way. When you start this up, and there's just a switch on the bottom here, you slide it to the side. It is of the utmost importance to have this as level as possible. Granted, we're on a flat table, but we're on some rocky land here. Yep. We don't know if we're exactly level, but what this does, it calibrates the camera every time it starts. And if you're, and this is a good tip for some of you might have one, if you're getting a crooked horizon, you might be rushing your setup. Just give it a minute. Then what you're going to do, and I know you can't see this from the camera, Ted, you see this light here? Yep. What we're waiting for, like right now, it's on a solid. And by the way, you want to check here, there's 3 modes. There's smart, angle, and home. Angle is really what we're going to fly in, since you're an experienced copter pilot. If you are flying in smart, you need to be at least 20 feet or 30 feet away from your copter, because it kind of puts a circle around you. That would be the same on DJI as intelligent orientation control, the IOC. So no matter which way you're facing, if you pull the stick back, it's going to come home. If you get disoriented and you're further than 30 feet away, throw it in smart mode, pull it back. But angle mode is how you fly. The sticks are in its natural here. Now when you're in angle mode, you're going to see that you have kind of that purple light. If it's green, you know you're in smart. But if it's solid, you have good GPS lock. If you're getting that little flash there, that means that you have really good lock, and you can use modes such as follow me and watch me. Okay. Now, as we look at the screen here, we've gone through the controls. All right. This is how you tilt the camera. And if you see, the camera slowly tilts. And you're going to see the response. I'm going to go in and start the camera for you. We're just going to let the camera roll through here. The sticks are the same. Okay. This is what you have on yours. So I'll give you that. I'm going to go and set this down over here. Yeah, we'll kind of get it over here. And
Andy, where's your battery indicator?
Okay, the battery indicator, it's different. It's on the upper right-hand side. You see
I see it right there. Yeah, just like a phone. Yep.
And it's like it will vibrate. If you get a vibration, you bring it in and land. There, I'll get back here by the camera. All right. Okay, and you press and hold the red button. I'd stand a little bit further away from it. Just here. Okay, we get it. Give it full stick all the way up. And remember, you're in turtle mode, so it's going to go slow. So straight. Left stick all the way up, and press and hold. Okay, give it some altitude. Okay. Now remember, 2 modes, rabbit and turtle.
Yeah, I'm letting it hover for a sec, just get the bearings.
Let it go a little bit further away from it, just in case you press the wrong button. Just go forward a bit. And if you get a little bit more left, that way we know the camera can see us. Okay, go on and let's do some maneuvers at this altitude, and I'm going to be quiet, and you talk and tell me what you're experiencing compared to yours.
All right, well, let me look at this. The screen's a little bit different. I'm going to go up a little bit higher. All right. Boy, when the lighting's right, your screen is very nice though, when the lighting's good. You can see the wind eating it up a little bit right now. All right, let's just watch it. All right, I'm going to fly out a little bit. Oh, I'm in turtle mode, aren't I?
Yes. What's the response compared to yours?
Little slower response. Mine's a little more responsive. And you'll see that when you fly. You'll recognize that right away.
Okay, now if you want, on the left side switch, excuse me, the right side switch is turtle rabbit. Go on and just flip that all the way forward to the rabbit mode and tell me if you notice a difference.
All right. Oh yeah.
Now you know why they do that, don't you?
No.
There's really two reasons. One, for the beginning, user. In fact, I think that unit is ideal for somebody just getting into the hobby. It reduces the chance of mistakes because you're kind of flying in slow motion.
Yeah.
And it just makes it easier. The other thing is, if I'm shooting something for, photographic reasons, I get very smooth results using the turtle mode.
All right, let me turn around here a little bit. Okay. Oh yeah.
Now I lost to see where you were, so as long as you know where it is, it's good.
I'm straight out. See
okay, there you are. I see you now.
I'm going to get some video here a little bit.
Okay, well, video's rolling.
Yep, now I've got some pretty video. This is gorgeous. Wow.
Okay, so right now Ted's just flying around. I hope he's enjoying himself. We'll find out in a minute. After he lands, we're going to get his impression of the Yuneec Q500 4K compared to the DJI Phantom 3 Professional that he's used to flying. So stay tuned. In the meantime, we'll watch some of his video. Now, what do you think of the noise level difference?
Oh, it's so quiet. I'm trying to get there we are.
Okay, talk to me. Remember, we have sound on this.
All right,
video.
I'm coming back at us here. Just checking just flying it a little bit. You'll see us right there.
Okay, you're right out there in the middle. Let me see.
Say hello.
This is where you really hear the difference in noise levels. But any thoughts?
Oh, much different. So much quieter.
Yeah, let's stay away from people's houses. We don't. If it is, you're at the controls. You're the one going to jail. Just leave me the keys to your car so I can get out of here.
Right, that's why I turned it low for a little bit.
And I can probably have enough money to get you out, for bail, probably within the next 3 or 4 days.
Great. They'll love me.
Just so you know that the house that you're flying over there is unoccupied.
That's why I'm not worried about it. Your battery's doing really well. Your battery's doing great.
And that's the one thing. On the Yuneecs, it will vibrate. I know you get an alarm on yours when you're running low on battery. And when it does, well, it's going to give you 2 levels of notice. It is advisable. As soon as you hear it, come on deck, bring her back in.
Very smooth. Hey Andy, what are those beeps you hear when you're flying?
That's when your sticks are centered.
Okay.
And I gotta tell you, it took me a couple times to figure that out. I had to put it on YouTube and I asked people, what is that beeping? And that's how I learned. I did not know that.
So that coming down is not me.
Well, that's because you're pretty close to the ground. You're getting ground effect. So get over the spot you want to land. Ted, you're standing kind of close to it for landing. I'd back up if I were you. You'd never get that close.
It's getting some ground effect.
And always have her landing with the butt to you. That way, if you're making a maneuver, you're... Yeah. Remember, when you make your landing, commit to it. Oh, no, commit to it. Commit to it.
Oh, I did. The wind was picking up.
You know, I'd see you gave it some more stick there. Okay, in a minute, we're going to hear what Ted has to say about the Q500. Now I'm going to fly this. Why don't you walk me through it?
All right, on this one, you start it up where you're going to take off because it sets the return to home to the exact location and your altitude.
Okay.
So wherever we're going to take off from, that's where you'll power up.
So I'm going to put this here.
Yep.
And you would just put a fresh battery in.
Yep. You'll see that.
You know, it's funny, this is smaller, but it feels heavier.
Yeah, you can tell if you hit the button once, you'll see if there's 4 lights, it's fresh.
But you and I get over here.
It's warming up. You'll see that on your screen.
Okay, now what are we waiting for here to know?
Green.
It says aircraft warming up, so we're getting the orange here.
Yep. As soon as that goes green, it'll say safe to fly. It'll tell you your altitude 0, you're 1.3 feet away or meters or whatever you're at there.
Okay, so we're good to go. And now how do we start recording? Just we press here or there?
Or you press right, either there or the red button there.
Okay, so let's press the red button. Let's get the video going.
It's rolling.
Okay, we're rolling. Okay, so let's stand back. I want to be safe here because remember, it's been a while since I've flown this copter.
Get out of your way
back over here.
I'll get out of your way.
Okay, lifting off in 3, 2.
Oh, you got to start the engine.
Yeah, that helps.
Both pull down to the inside bottom.
You know, Tay, I'm not used to it talking to you. It's been a while since I've flown a Phantom.
And everything else is the same as yours.
Okay, there's a car coming, even though we're off the street. Let's go and get that.
The one thing is, your battery power is right there for 98. That's your remote control signal, shows you're good. Your flight, your height, and your distance.
Okay, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. I tell you, it does take off so much faster here. Let me bring it down here. Now, light pattern-wise, what are we looking for?
No, those are just much like a plane, if you're around something.
Okay, but the green flashing means we're good.
That's all good to go.
Okay, now the first thing,
right there, that's green, you're green.
Okay, so the first thing I notice is the noise level.
Oh yeah, much louder.
Here.
And much more responsive.
Yeah, it's a swarm of bees.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Oh, it is. Yeah, this is day and night. And again, I expected that. I've owned a Phantom before. Okay. I'll bring her down a little bit. I will tell you right up front, totally more responsive than the Yuneec.
Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting that. We'll do a little figure 8 here.
A little bit more like a sports car versus a luxury car.
Oh yeah, like here, I can do a fairly tight figure 8 here. And I'm not giving her that much stick. We're just gonna let her hover for a minute. And let's just take a look, because remember, we had the gimbal issues before.
Yep.
And let's see if that was caused by starting with the gimbal. But we did change batteries in between, and I think that was on the second battery. And you didn't have it on that one. Okay, I'm gonna do a real slow pan. Oops, boy, that's a little responsive. Let me start that again.
Yeah, that's why you know I had a hard time the first one.
Okay, let me just get very little. Well, this, and you know, the thing is that well, here, I'll ask this when we get started, but I have another question to ask you about response.
Test them, yeah.
Okay, we're just doing a 360 here. Okay, our altitude is 112. And I like how you have the rule of thirds lines on your screen. That's
what are you,
nice.
about 420 feet out?
Exactly.
I shot it with the laser.
Boy, your laser's good. But then again, it can get a flag stick. Now notice something here. This is something you don't see on the Yuneec. Here I'm going to go like this, and when I go to the right on 3, 3, 2, 1, notice how the image pitches?
Yeah.
The Yuneec doesn't. There's so much torque on this that the gimbal doesn't keep up. Like on the Yuneec, I could go full this way on either mode, and there's no tilt. I can't tell if there's any props in the shot there. But I'm just doing a dolly move. Here, I'll do that again.
You can see the props if you go straight forward. They'll show up on here.
Then you see them there.
But you can.
But the camera's pointed that way. But here, like, look what happens to the image tilt. Here I'm level.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the right in 3, 2, 1, now. Notice how the image tilts?
Yeah.
That's because the copter is pitched toward the leading edge, but the gimbal did not tilt as far as that did.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Boy, I'm looking forward to getting my P4. You know, this is fun. It is completely different than the Q. Okay, we're back. I flew this, Ted flew this. You go first. What you think?
Very smooth, not as responsive. A little, when you're turning or speeding up or executing a move, it's a little slower to respond, but very smooth as it responds. So very much like a luxury car versus a sports car is the best way I can do it. Much quieter. As you get away, you don't hear this, where on this one you hear a swarm of bees almost no matter how far you are away.
Yeah, even when it was pretty much out there, you could
even
still
at 400 feet you could hear this. So much louder on the Phantom than the Typhoon.
And we did some flybys. When it was about 50 feet over our head. We probably heard it on camera. We went by. Big difference.
Big
difference.
difference.
Had a nice, smooth, non-annoying type of sound. That
Yeah.
was more of a high frequency. Now, you have recently put on the DJI factory carbon fiber reinforced props. What's your thoughts on those?
It's the first time I've used them, but it seems to stabilize it a little more. They're a little more rigid. I think it holds its altitude and its position a little better. Other than that, I mean, I didn't notice a whole bunch. This is very responsive anyways. I didn't notice a whole lot of difference in speed or how it controls.
Okay, now I'm going to give you my input. Now again, I've owned 2 Phantom products. I started with the FC40, went to the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. I skipped the 3rd generation, went with Yuneec, and as Bob probably said 5 times in this video, I have a P4, you know, en route at some point, you know, that I ordered. Hopefully it'll be here by the time this video's up. Now, here's what I forgot about the Phantom. Boy, this thing really is responsive. I mean, response is the part that, one of the things that makes this so smooth is that this one is not as responsive. Yes. I mean, when you hit a stick on the Phantom, it goes.
It reacts.
There is no delay whatsoever. I really didn't play with the camera tilt, but I'm sure that's just as reactive. I happen to like the DJI screen better. And look, I do like the convenience of having a screen built in here. You're up and in the air in most situations quicker because it's one less thing to do and it's one less thing to go wrong. I mean, if it's not working, then you got a bad controller. On this, you get to choose. So, you know, like you, I like using an iPhone 6S, you know, the
Plus.
6 Plus.
That's what I have.
I like using that. I think that's the best of both worlds. It's not too bulky or heavy. And speaking of weight, it's funny. When you pick this up, pick up this one, and you pick up this one, you do it. Which one do you think's heavier? And tell me if it's my imagination. Because we know that's smaller.
They're almost identical.
I think the Phantom feels smaller. Maybe it's just the heft in a smaller package in here. Let's put them side by side so you can see here. Here, we're wearing a white shirt. We'll go like this so you get a background. You know, you see there's a noticeable difference. And also the prop sizes. And I'm sure the larger prop helps to make it quieter. You know, this is not about trashing one another. They're 2 different animals. That is just a pistol to fly around. This is calmer. We'll see how the video turned out. You just had yours tweaked out by Drones Plus. You've talked to Romeo Dersher. We are using the exact same video settings on here. So, you know, both of these are priced about similar. If you were starting all over for the way you fly, what would you do?
I would pick the Phantom because I like the sports car feel. It's fun. It's, you know, I'm here to be a little more sports.
Okay, and me, again, I have one of these on order. I also will be picking up the Typhoon
so you'll have the best of both.
Hexacopter. You know, it's like they're different tools for different jobs. You get a much better range and distance out of this. If I had to shoot a par 5, I can't do it with this copter unless I'm standing in the middle of the golf course. With the distance, you can go tee to green on that and still maintain video. Where the copter might be able to get distance wise, I'm losing the video, and if I can't see the shot when I'm approaching the green, it's not that good.
Although you probably couldn't do that on a golf course, because once I get around Wi-Fi and cell signals, I lose my distance very quickly on my screen, on the ability to see the screen.
So your camera.
Yes.
About what distance do you lose it at?
Depends how strong it is, but it could be as close as 400 to 700 feet.
And I get around 450 to 550.
But out here,
I think
went
the furthest I
1,300.
flew was 1,000 feet, and we had no breakup.
No problem at all.
You probably went a little bit further with no breakup. Okay, both these about the same price. We're not here selling something. Ted, I want to thank you very
so much.
Look,
I enjoyed it.
We had BOM come out. They, I don't know if we'll be flying out here again, but we had the opportunity. They were as nice as could be. If you're ever faced in a situation where you're out with law enforcement, have your FAA card. I mean, the guy really didn't know that much about it. I showed him my registration number. FAA card. You treat them respectfully.
Yep.
And, with dignity, and they're going to do the same with you. Now, I guess one more thing that I want to say, if you did not see part one where we did the first comparison, or what we did earlier today, where we're comparing the cameras of these two units, just click right down here. And one thing I like to do here, let me come over here and do this. If you like this video, then you're going to like this video right here. And if you like that video, you're going to like this video too. Nonetheless, I hope you take a minute and click right here and subscribe to the Gadget Guru on YouTube. Ted, again,
thanks so much.
I'm Andy Parr, the Gadget Guru.